This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for a productive play on first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On the ground, it's Marshall. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. They're bringing heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. It'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Davis will throw. Slings it. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Here's the handoff. The ball pops out. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Michigan! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Okay, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Going for the return.
The return is brought down at the 16, and the Oklahoma offense will take over 1st and 10.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The short hands. It's Carter. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Really nice job threading the needle in that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense. He's
right on target. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make it.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown Sooner. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Davis looking to pass. Got a man. Finds a crease at the 20. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the red zone, looking for a man. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Trying play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre.
In a world of trouble and not making it any better. And down he goes. A terrible sack taken by this quarterback. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Mississippi State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to start the drive with a pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
The give to the tailback. Sweet cut there. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Davis will throw. Oh, picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
And the sack all the way back into 5.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. At the 15, he's loose. Oh, look out, there he goes. The 40. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sooners. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher can give you a wave of momentum when you throw a 98-yard touchdown pass. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Off play action. He's got him this time. Oh, what a move! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Going up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And the Wolverines brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. They'll try to snap it quickly. They want to just keep throwing it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Davis looking to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Keeps it. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
On the run, it's Marshall. Oh, big juke to get past. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day with that pass. He goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Makes the grab on the left. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay.
And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half. Right away, you throw an interception to the defense.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Trying to burn this defensive back. Touchdown, Michigan! Pulled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 18 over the Pandas. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Takes it the other way. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. A first down for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. He leaves it with his back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Steps away to find some room. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll leave it with him. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they
got a lot of running room. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Lets it go. Complete to the left. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 42, Michigan 28.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now on 1st down from the 43.
Millersville University 21.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
With the catch, it's Morgan. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. They'll try to get it in with the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback checking the play. Davis will throw. He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock.
He unleashes a long one. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. A good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
They'll throw it on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Bell. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Linebackers shuffling around trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Throws toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now, setting up 4th.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. New Mexico State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Las Cruces for some time. They're up 14 over the Coyotes. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now on the option. The pitch. Inside the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has...
And he's got it inside the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Davis looking to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.